Hello everyone. Let's talk a little bit about 369. I like to do a 369 writing practice with the things that I am intending. So I start out writing my carefully articulated affirmation 3 times in the morning. Then I write it out 6 more times sometime around lunch, midday. And then at the end of the day, I write all of them again 9 times. My friends, I've got the papers, all these lovely affirmations. And I will tell you, what I love about it is it brings my mind into alignment with my heart. My heart feels these intentions, and then I ground them down into my power center, into my body, and I start to live it on the earth. 3, 6, 9. You know, one of the most important things is to decide what it is that I want. And that seems so simple, but have you ever tried to write down what you want? Because sometimes you get out your pen and you go to write it down and you realize, oh, but wait a minute. Do I want that or do I want this? Do I want that word or that word? There's something about articulating it. There's something about articulating it with words that just helps us to get really clear in our mind about what it is that we want to create on the ground. And our words, the things that we say with our mouth, become our reality. So we want to get clear about what it is that we want to say, so that when we write it down, we take something from our imagination and we make it real. It becomes real when we start to write it with words. And then we see it real. It's not just an imaginary thing that we have envisioned. It's now real on paper, that we can start to go out into the world and make it real in our everyday lives. Is it magic? Is it magic? It's a good question. We are not only physical beings. We are not only mental beings. We are not only heart frequency beings. What if we are all of it? What if we are the whole thing? And what if, by bringing it together and all these different aspects of us, we line ourselves up to go make these incredible ideas that we have about what life could be real in our everyday lives? I invite you to play 369 with me. Now, I like to set myself up for success by getting some of these little white papers here. If you happen to have a little clipboard, you pop them on here. I love to do this practice for 7 days in a row. And I will just write 1 through 7 on each one of these little papers so that I know that it's right there. It's all so simple. And then after I do a little meditating in the morning, I write 1, 2, 3, and I write it out. So the first day, what you might want to do is sit down and meditate on what it is that you want to write down. What are you going to affirm in your life? What would you like to dedicate your precious time to affirming in your life? Not just once, not just twice, but 3 times in that day, and have it exponentially grow. What is worth that much of your time and attention? Because your life is precious and your time is precious. So when I commit to do this, I want to make sure that my statement feels really good. And when I read it, I can't help but get a little smile on my face. I can't help to get a little bit of excitement going. I can't help but to feel enthusiasm about what it is that I am creating in my everyday life. I can't help but get excited about what it is I am creating in my everyday life. So, you're going to write it down the very first time. Get it just right. Then you're going to write it down 1, 2, 3. Come back later. I like to set a little alarm on my phone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I flip it over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you end up with these lovely papers, which I love to just sprinkle around the house, stack them up, count it done. It's really fun. 3, 6, 9. Let's play together.